Struggles in life for me definitely are affected by diabetes in that if I feel kind of down on some day from work or something, if something goes wrong with diabetes, it kind of compounds things. When I'm stressed, it definitely can bring my blood sugar numbers up.
No matter what the case is, your blood sugar is not always going to be perfect. Every single aspect of our life we have to prepare for. And even then, the preparation is never enough.
A low level of diabetes distress is the common irritations of living with diabetes, of being frustrated about having to carry around extra supplies, of being interrupted by alarms.
It's a normal reaction to the stress that comes along with diabetes. Then we have, I think a level up from there, and that's the burnout. And unlike burnout at work, where maybe you're burnt out because you have a tough project that you're pouring your heart into, which will be over at some point, diabetes will never be over, at least not that we know of right now. And you can't take a vacation.
So related to that, when a young person is living with diabetes, they can also experience symptoms of depression or anxiety or disordered eating. And all of these diagnoses do have medications and specific treatment regimens in order to deal with them. So if you do think you might be depressed or feeling very anxious or experiencing disordered eating, that's the time where it's exceptionally important that you talk to your provider.
Know that you're not doing anything wrong if you're experiencing these types of symptoms or challenges with diabetes.
I have struggled with those emotions, definitely, of just kind of that overwhelming exhaustion and just frustration around diabetes. And the way that I've coped with that historically has been restrictive eating and over-exercise. I'm in recovery from an eating disorder. A big piece of my well-being has been letting myself eat adequately and not punishing myself with exercise.
I have had my ups and downs with my mental health. It took a big toll on me, and especially in high school, and affected me greatly with my mental health and my mental well-being. Diabetes has played a huge part in that. I currently go to a nutrition therapist. She's a nutrition therapist and diabetes educator. So we just kind of touch on how to take care of ourselves all the time with the diabetes. And I go to a therapist as well. And so all of these people are helping me practice self-care and to learn self-care and what that looks like with diabetes.
In order to have an effective therapeutic relationship with any provider, you need to feel heard. It is a ginormous red flag if you leave that visit and you don't feel heard. Having a healthcare provider acknowledge the emotional work of diabetes is so important in feeling connected to that provider, and feeling heard, a feeling that they get what you're going through.
The first person that I would suggest that you go to is your endocrinologist. They want to hear about your concerns. They want to hear about things that are impacting your life and how diabetes is impacting your life, both positively and negatively. These are the best resource to go to, simply because they know folks in your local community. They know people who, and hopefully they have a referral for you to be able to send you to somebody who can help you.
I saw a new therapist. We kind of focused on drastically reimagining what my life could look like. Obviously not without the constraints of diabetes, but without the constraints of an eating disorder. And I feel like I'm more myself than I have been in a really long time. You do deserve support and help, good care.